Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing you update what's going on at the garage. So, 1964 Chevy C10, the pick 'em up truck. Now let's turn the camera the correct way. There you go. There is the truck. We have all the suspension system in. We're going to take all of the suspension out as soon as we finish getting the bed off. What I wanted to show you though were some of the wear items inside the motor. These are your motor mounts. They're all worn out, done, destroyed. These are your piston rings. This is your compression ring, then your center ring, and then your oil scraping ring, which has two rings on either side of it. That scrapes the oil. That's the lowest spring. This is your oil pump. That's the cover to the oil pump. And the oil pump cover goes on this way. And then your pickup tube sits in that hole there and feeds the oil pump through here. Then the oil is pushed through and then into the hole right up there and then throughout the motor through the rear main cap. This is your drive. Your drive is driven by your distributor. There's a shaft that connects from here to the distributor. The distributor has a gear on it that's turned by the camshaft, which is in turn turned by the timing chain for the camshaft, which connects to your crankshaft. So everything works together here. So it pulls the oil in, puts it through this way. These gears turn like that. As they turn, they compress the oil into this spot and then push it through. That's where you get your pounds for oil. Your oil then comes through and goes into your main bearings. Now, these are your main thrust bearings, and you can see how worn out they are. These are your main bearings for the rest of the crankshaft. This is your main bearing for your thrust. This sits in the center of the block. Keeps the crankshaft from moving back and forth too much, and if it does, it rides up against the sides. And as you can see, the sides have their thrust. You can also see with these main bearings how worn out. This is an upper, this is a lower. And look at how worn out they are. They're not supposed to look like that. They're supposed to look similar to this one here, which is an upper main bearing. And you can always tell that because of the oil groove and the oil holes. So these are really worn, which is what was causing our low oil pressure problem. These are your connecting rod bearings, and you can tell because they're smaller. And these are also really worn out. This is your tappet or your valve, your lifter for your valves. That's what it looks like. It sits in the bore like this, and this end rides on the camshaft. As the camshaft turns, it lifts this tappet up and down. We call them flat tappets or roller tappets. Depends on if it's older or newer. Now, this one, if you look real close, you can see is extremely worn out. See all the rings? Looks like the growth of a tree. Well, once you start seeing that in a flat tappet, you know it's worn. We also have on the cam that the lobes are starting to really wear out badly. This one's really been rounded off a lot. Now, more than likely, that is because they were using the wrong oil or just not putting a good zinc additive in it. So it will just wear it out. This is a hydraulic lifter all pulled apart. That is the outer, that is the inner, that and that are the diaphragms for the oil to go in and out, and that is the little cushioning spring, and that's the hairpin keeper. That's what you see at the top. So when you look at it, you'll see that over that. This is the diaphragm that goes under, that keeps the oil in under compression. That's your cushioning spring. That's your piston. And that is your housing or your cylinder. And that is basically how all this works. So there you go, little lesson. But there you go. That is why we're rebuilding the motor, because it's just worn out, as you can see. Alrighty, guys, I will talk to you soon. Have fun. Okay, bye.